today I have swatches of the Essie Resort collection for 2017. Essie does a resort collection like mid-spring every year, which is only 4 polishes, and they're usually based on some kind of international destination. So 4 polishes here. I think this one is Italian. I'm assuming this is like an Italian theme. But I have 4 polishes here to show you guys. I found these, I actually got these off of the Target website. This was a few weeks ago. It was the only place I could find them, which is kind of annoying to me because I don't really like paying full price for Essie because there's so many good like discount websites. But I couldn't find these anywhere but the Target website. So that's where I got these ones. They might be available other places by now because that was a few weeks ago. So yeah, 4 polishes here, and now we'll get into the swatches. So the first polish is called A Pose-itano. I envy people that blog and don't have to say these out loud. This is kind of a dustier light blue color. So here is one coat. And this one actually covers pretty well on that first coat. It's a little bit streaky still. This nail is probably going to be a little bit streakier because I'm not doing as thick of a coat. I haven't swatched these yet before, so this is the first time I'm seeing how these apply. Good formula on this one. It feels like it would run a little tiny bit if you did too thick of a coat, but not bad. So here is 2 coats. And this one looks like it covers completely in 2, depending on how thick you do your coats, because I am trying to do a little bit thicker of a coat to cover this middle finger since my first coat was so thin. But depending on how thick you do your coats and your application, you might end up needing 3, but I don't think it's super likely. So there is 2 coats of A Pose-itano. The next polish is called Chow Effect, and this is a dustier purple. So here is 1 coat. This is really, really close to being a 1-coater. I think actually if this was the second time I was using it and not the first, I would have done a little bit thicker of a coat and I probably could have gotten away with 1. But I am going to do a second. I think the majority of people could probably be good with 1 in this one though, and the formula is fantastic. So here is 2 coats. And 2 coats does cover completely here. I just had a few light spots. Like I said, if I had known how good the coverage was on this, on the first nail, I probably would have done a little bit thicker of a coat and I wouldn't have those light spots, and this would have been a 1-coater for me, but this is the first time I'm using these. This polish also seems to dry a little bit darker than it applies. So there is 2 coats of Chow Effect. The next polish is called Sorento Yourself, and this is, it's like a muted, dusty, pink, slightly orangish, kind of hard color to describe. It's really interesting. So here is 1 coat, and this one is definitely, for sure, completely opaque in 1 coat. I kind of anticipated this one because I saw what it looked like in the bottle, and I just went ahead and did a little bit of a thicker coat anyway. And yeah, it is completely opaque in 1 coat. Depending on your application, you might need 2, but this is pretty well covered in 1 coat for me. So there is 1 coat of Sorento Yourself. And the last polish is called Romanza, and this is a bright pink cream. So here is 1 coat. This one covers actually really well on that first coat. It just is a little bit streaky, so it is going to need a second. Great formula on this one as well. So here is 2 coats, and this one does cover completely in 2, and this is another one that applies a lot lighter than it dries. And this also dries very shiny. So there is 2 coats of Romanza. So I actually think Chow Effect is my favorite out of this one. I like this dusty, light, kind of muted, a little bit dirty lavender color. For my skin tone, if I'm going to go for a purple color, it's usually something like this. So that is my favorite. So that is the Essie Resort collection. Again, I got those off of the Target website, but I would look around. I think you can probably find them cheaper somewhere else by now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.